So we can get started right now. Today we are going to look at Remix.
Cool. Awesome.
So uh, most of you, I mean, I've chosen this crowd specifically because I mean we have people with all areas of expertise here, and we are going to see how much people understand from this because Remix is, I mean, they're advertising themselves as a beginner-friendly React framework. So let's try it out today and let's see how it works.
So remix is like I'll be watching you for first time, like coding remix and all that stuff, because I didn't watch any tutorial or something, because also I did not went to the website of remix. So yeah, probably I'll learn from this session today.
Yeah, yeah. So let's try this out. So, I mean, I guess let's look at its landing page first. So, focused on web fundamentals and modern
Did
UX.
you started it or what?
Can you see my screen right now?
Let
Yes.
me
Yes, it is visible.
Awesome, awesome.
because
I see
I
you're on
joined.
the main website of Remix.
Yep.
Um, I think this is because of like I'm using Discord on mobile. That's probably. Yeah, you go ahead. I'll join in.
Okay.
So
Uh,
click on watch live.
Oh yeah, yeah,
What?
awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Ranjit. Oops, this is my
yeah.
timer app. But yeah, so focused on web fundamentals and modern UX, you're going to build better websites. Why is that? Uh, I am not sure. So, have any of you guys used this before? I guess.
No, I haven't used it.
No,
So, to, I mean, even I haven't actually. Does this actually do anything? I guess not. So,
Oh, website is really nice, man.
yeah,
Nice design and all, huh?
uh, they show various, I guess, routes and all.
Animations and all that stuff.
Yep, yep. So, Saurabh, you're experienced in React, and Yash, I guess you've kind of used React before, right?
Yeah,
like I am a beginner yet. Like I haven't used much of React also.
yeah. I'm also beginner, right? Like, sorry, Akash knows. Like, I'm a beginner in React, and I did some projects, but like watching here and there some tutorials, online blogs, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes,
So yeah, I
like
did.
I have also done few projects, but like these days I don't get much time due to college.
Okay.
But yes, has had built some project, right? I did saw your Twitter profile today.
Those are mostly
Have some
using
projects.
JavaScript.
Yeah, vanilla JavaScript, right?
Yes.
Got it.
Cool, cool. So, yep, I guess looks like they're saying that it takes less loading time. Why is that? I guess we aren't getting much knowledge in here if reacted only props and no way to set the state.
Mahesh, can you mute yourself for a while? I think there's some background disturbance.
No, right now I guess there is a time muted Mahesh, I guess right now because there was some sound behind, but yeah.
Can you just mute yourself for now? Yeah, cool.
So, anyways, I mean, I guess not a lot to gain from here. I guess we'll just jump into the docs directly. So, I saw that there was a quick start guide, but I mean, they are just saying to use the create remix, like kind of like create React app, I guess, and then creating a few routes. So, are you guys familiar with React router? I guess this looks kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So Saurabh, have you used React Router before? I mean, I haven't used it that much, I guess. And these guys have created React Router as well. So it's coming out of that.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, have
Oh,
you?
means it's built in Remix?
Uh, yeah, I guess so because these guys also made React Router before this. Like it's the same developers who are building it. And I guess I mean one thing I saw that there's like a command called remix.new which directly opens up a new remix project uh,
Or
on your
oh,
laptop. So
awesome, man.
I'll share that with you guys. I mean, you can also try running it at the same time. So we'll explore it at the same time right now. So I guess it will like StackBlitz is a online code editor which allows you to like just like Code Sandbox it runs code on your browser, but this actually runs it locally. So uh,
Oh,
yep, yeah. Yash, are you there? Have you used React Router before actually? I mean, any of you guys?
No,
You have, okay. So I guess in React Router you nest routes by like, I mean you nest routes singularly and then you create components to go inside of those routes, right?
yeah. Like first we provide it, right? We do something like that. First we have the main router component, or what we call it, tag, and then we have the switch, and then I think I'll say route, and then I'll add the component into it, into the route. So, and the route will have the path,
Okay.
whichever path you're going to add. So that's how, like, not, you guys will not understand it, but yeah, so
No,
that's
no,
how,
I'm understanding it. Yeah, yeah, I guess. So, I mean, that was like,
that's how I use it. I don't know, like there will be some clean code or something like that, but I don't know. I do like that only.
okay, okay. So, yeah, yeah, you were saying, like, have you used React Router before?
no, I haven't used.
Okay, so what do you use for routing generally inside React?
Currently, I'm using Node, so within
Okay,
Node, I'm using.
okay, okay, right. So you can link to
Express.
different pages from there.
Yes.
Mm. So yes, it does backend or what?
No, like I'm beginner, so like I'm exploring both
Oh,
React and Node both.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because at the starting it is like easy to get into something, and then later it becomes difficult.
Mhm. I always think like backend is not my thing, but yeah, in future I'll try it. Like first I'll just check the thing what React has offers. So I'll try most of the React stuff and build more projects into it. That's the thing for now.
Okay,
Maybe
okay.
in future I need to do some. I need to make some APIs. Then I'll start learning backend. What do you say, Akash?
Yeah, yeah, I guess it makes sense. I mean, whatever works for you, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah.
backend can be done later also. So I guess looks like this is, I mean, this root.tsx is like app.tsx in Next.js where you define the the top level app, I guess. I guess so. Routes contains the routes, I guess. So index is the default one which has some data, and then we have something like demos which has more, okay, not demos I guess, but demos slash about and things like that. So more nested routes, and yeah, I guess so. One thing that I just saw right now is that, I mean, if you have used React Router before, like you can have a top level router component and then switch inside of it. So, I mean, you can put a lot of
Yeah.
parent components as well. So they have something like outlet here. So, I
Oh.
mean, all of the top level data in the about page, like the headings and all of that, they have defined in about.tsx. Like, uh, I guess I'll open it right here as well.
Like we can use that for the component inside.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I,
mm,
I guess it's a combination of both.
both. Yeah, yeah, got it. Awesome.
Yeah. So we have the about page, and then if we like go into wait, so index and then slash wo. Yeah, I guess that's the one they want us to have a look at. So
Whoa,
yeah.
whoa. That's awesome.
So I mean they have defined like this nested route which has some custom data. I mean whatever components that we want, I guess, and then in the top level about page, so we can think like this is the parent, and then like they have defined outlet as the child, and then in the folder of about, like we are whatever we are defining, like it's coming up inside of the outlet file, I guess. So let's try adding something new. I guess I'll just not be very original and call it new directly. So I'll just name it new right now. I think this should be fine, right? Yeah. So return hey. And I guess I can go into slash new in here. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So means this new component is inside about and about is inside outlet.
Yeah. So I guess they are taking. So actually, that's a good question. So I guess this is their custom component,
Oh,
and then you can use it to create sub components. So we can also try it out, I guess. So let's say, I guess we can call it, let's say a to-dos or something. And I guess we return something like here are my to-dos, and then try using their outlet component here directly.
okay.
And then, so this is here, right? I'll create a folder to-dos, and then index will contain the default data, I guess. So export default function to-dos root, and we'll just return. I guess what's the input box input type equal to checkbox, I guess, right? Yeah.
Checkbox, for checkbox, yeah.
Yep. Awesome. And then I guess let's
I
say
think we don't need closing tag. Do we need? Yeah, I think.
yeah, for React, I mean for
Yeah.
JSX we need that.
Or
So let's go to tools now. Okay, input is a void element and must neither have children nor
must
dangerous.
neither have children nor living.
All right. So okay, I think this is the error boundary stuff that they are doing, but we'll just have a look at that in a moment. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, so whatever we put in outlet, like in the same folder structure, it gets rendered here.
Okay.
If I do something like list one, I guess I'll just copy this for now. And duplicate this as well. Let's name it something like second. Actually, I'll keep this second and then third, so we know we are rendering something different. So list 1, okay, yep, so I think we are, so this is how nested routes work then, I guess, in
Okay,
this.
okay. Awesome.
What if we remove this then? It's okay, that's interesting. So now it's not rendering anything inside.
Yeah. So you removed the outlet component, or?
Yeah, I removed outlet from here
Oh.
and now it's not rendering
Oh.
anything. I think the right thing would be now to look at the documentation. So let's check out what outlet does, I guess. Outlet. Do you see anything around routing here? I guess MDX and performance would be something interesting to look at, even if optimistic UI. Oh, API routes, I guess. Wait. Okay, I guess it's a little difficult to navigate their documentation right now. Index routes. When the URL matches the parent's route path, the index will render inside the outlet. Okay. Remix. These are the docs, but okay, I guess they aren't that well documented right now. So we'll just go with it. What was this page open to? API routes, okay. That don't run on the server, so it's backed by a set of API routes. Most of your routes are both your UI and your API. So Remix in the browser knows how to talk to itself on the server. You don't. Concept of API routes at all. So yeah, you guys can also, I guess, open this documentation locally and help me understand this. But I guess whenever the user clicks a link to Teams, Remix in the browser will perform the fetch on the server to get the data from the loader. Okay. And render the route. So I guess it automatically fetches the data while rendering the page, then use loader data is the function that it calls for that, which is kind of confusing. Call loaders outside of navigation. Yep. You have a route to handle the search, then use fetcher combo box input. So use fetcher allows us to call these API routes outside, but then like loader is a very confusing name for functions. I mean, like for an API call, right? It doesn't really give you that much data. Whatever part of your application's UI. So, okay, so this is the traditional way of making an API call. Let's see if the demo has any itself. Can you find? Okay. So outlet doesn't have any docs, I guess, but the rest of the things might. So yeah, yes, and I mean others who have also joined, like you can help me find out how API calls work in here, because I'm also just checking it out for the first time. Let's I mean, I guess let's try using this for now. So if I just return some random response from an API, like I can probably create a
Okay, so
function.
what are we doing? Routes and all? Sorry, I was off for a minute or something, like for a few minutes.
No worries,
I don't know
yeah.
what happened.
I'm trying to figure out how like API calls work. I mean, how you can create your own custom APIs in here.
Oh, response loader. What is that?
Custom data. So API. Okay, cool. So I guess this is how you can create API calls in here. So I'll change this to, I think for JSON it's application JSON, right? And
So
let's
what
see.
is this thing doing? Like I don't know what is it.
It is, I mean, it's like the, so if you've used Next.js, right? Next.js API routes, so you can
I haven't
directly,
used Next.js, obviously.
your voice is a bit unclear, sorry. But yeah, I mean, like in Next.js, you can directly create API routes inside of it. So it kind of creates serverless functions for you directly from there.
Oh,
And
okay.
similarly, like here also, I guess you can do the same. So wait, let's use an API, I guess, random dog API. And okay, it's just the I just want some random data. Wait, are there any good mock APIs to use? I just want to mock API.
I'm not remembering now, but I think you have used some API, right, in your tutorials,
Yeah,
the
I
dog
think,
walk and all that.
yeah. That was the dog one, but quick, just a quick mock API. I wanted to check quick mock for testing. Test, okay, wow. It's just everything's so confusing. Random talk API. Let's see if this is this our actual API or okay, yeah. So I guess it is an API. So we can directly call it here. Okay, we can use await inside of this. That's great. So const response JSON is equal to await fetch, and then response.json on this, and wait, so do I make this async? Okay, cool. So hopefully this should contain our data now. Let's try this out. Okay, so it's not able to render it. Then I guess we'll JSON stringify this. And yeah, I'll need to see if Firefox recognizes that as a valid JSON as well. What if we call this in Firefox? Unable to. Okay, yeah, since it's running in Chrome right now. I mean, Stackblitz runs a local server of Chrome. But okay, yeah, I guess if we get this data as a string and then we run like json.parse on it, I think we can use it as an API call as well. So,
Okay.
yep. So let me know if it gets too confusing. You got the API part, right? I mean, it's like we are just creating a simple API which returns the data in here.
Okay.
So JSON API for mobile app. Okay, yeah. So webhooks for other services. This is what resource routes is for. And then that's what they mean by routes have their own API, because I mean I can even fetch, I mean render. Let's say, wait, I'll just rename this to Tom for now. It is, and okay, cool. Return something like h1 dogs data. Unexpected server error, cannot read properties of undefined. Okay, yeah, I need to go to /dogs now.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, this got rendered, and then what they're saying is I can use the data directly by using use loader data, I guess. So const dogs data is equal to cool, and then I guess let's console log it first and see what it's logging. Okay, awesome. So I guess it's recognizing it as JSON directly. So we can use an image and dogs data dot message. Oh, okay. So we have used their API calls now. So that's what they mean
Oh,
by this.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we created an API call and then used it within the component to render a page. This is interesting.
Okay.
But I guess if I remove or comment this component, then it will just return that data there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll just style this correctly for now. Cool. Okay. So that's API routes then. But I still didn't kind of understand how like nested routes work. So if I do dogs and then create index.tsx, move this in here, delete this file, and then create another file like versus cats.tsx. Wait, this isn't taking dot here. Okay. I think it's stuck for me right now. You guys can hear me though, right? Wait.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, this website is probably broken right now. I probably made too many changes too quickly. Wait, let me refresh. So yeah, thoughts so far? Like Yash, you've used, and Rajat, hey, you're here too. So like, how are you guys I mean, what do you guys think of this as compared to like other applications you might have used?
This was easy using the use logger function.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, definitely, I understand that like use loader is definitely quite better.
Yes.
Wait, I hope I don't break it again, but here I go. Slash API slash dogs. Let's do that again. Okay. And versus cats. Let's try something out. Let's just say dogs are cute or something for now. And if we go to slash dot slash vs cats. Okay, so yeah, I guess route nesting does still work like it does in Next.js. So we just create nested routes like files and folders inside of this. So, yep, that's good to know. So this is API routes that we just got done with. And then optimistic UI, okay. So optimistic UI is to prevent showing spinners in the UI and make it feel like whenever we are doing a submission or something, instead of waiting inside of loading, it just directly shows the results there. So I guess this might be a bit too complex, but still it's interesting to explore this right now. And intent to that, it does a reusable component, project view. Sorry, I'm also reading all of this for the first time, so I'm kind of getting into the depths and trying to understand it. So accessibility looks similar, so they have the links component we just saw. Routing is what scripts again? So wait, they haven't mentioned scripts anywhere. I guess scripts is just used by Remix to, somewhat like in app.tsx in Next.js, it's just their custom scripts directly. So I think we can ignore it for now. We don't have to route changes too much. If your users disable JavaScript, your Remix app should already work this way by default. React router takes control. Okay, so it is indeed using React router internally, I guess. And cool. So I guess they don't have a lot about accessibility in here. Data rights or mutations. Yep. So forms. So they have these custom hooks. Like they have a custom form component and then use submit. But yeah, I guess. So it's 8:03 p.m. right now. I think we can just explore a few more concepts before closing this, I guess. So performance, okay, this is still in a draft phase. Yep, edge computing, that's what Remix is designed to do. Okay, this website plus Fly.io. So Fly.io is one thing which people are using for distributing servers across continents. At least that's what they say, so that your apps run closer to your users and so they are loaded faster. And I think, yeah, Cloudflare workers and Fly.io, they just do the same thing, really. So you can use any of those, and then these are technologies. Okay, so this is not that useful for us right now. Okay, routing was what we wanted to look at, right? Add the SVG without animation. Okay, so a lot of to-dos in this website right now. So very, very basic. Index route. So, Honestly, I haven't yet seen what Remix does differently, which will make me use Remix over like Next.js or any other tool that I'm already using. But I think, I mean, it's good to have competition, of course, and like more. I mean, if these guys do something innovative, then Next.js will have to compete for building, I mean, just to reach parity in features at least. So while we believe that strong formats become popular, and so post note description. So MDX is like Markdown, but you mix JSX inside of it for like rendering, basically rendering React components inside of a Markdown file. We use this in our documentation website at Hash, and I guess similarly they want us to do that in here, but I still don't get how you import it. So does it render it for us directly? We'll just look at this final thing and then we can call it a day, I guess. So wait, I'll just delete a few files, I guess. Loader function, I guess these are props from Remix itself, and meta function does what exactly? Meta function sets the metadata. Okay. So what does? Again, sorry, I'm just looking at various things right now because I'm interested in seeing how this works. Okay, they don't have documentation for that. That's bad, I guess. SE with meta tags. But this is called something different. Export let meta. So export meta. Sorry, that was somewhere up there. Has the meta export. Okay, so title, description, and I guess that's it. So title and description, then will render meta property content. Okay. So name becomes the key, content becomes the value. Interesting. So you can set the meta tags. Like I think if you guys have worked in SEO or something, I mean, you generally set meta tags inside of head, like all of these basically. So they're allowing us to set this dynamically, I guess, via this meta function.
That is cool.
Yeah. So Yash, any thoughts so far, like on what we have seen so far here?
This was interesting. Like, I haven't discovered much of React, but this was easy to understand so far.
Yeah, I guess so.
The
I
various
mean,
functionalities, those
yeah,
are cool as well.
yeah. Honestly, I think, I mean, for me, I like to go into the depths of things. So, like, I would have hoped that they had, I mean, like, I can't, so this is in TypeScript, right? And they have defined this type, but I can't see what it's returning, what it's doing internally. And they don't have links to that anywhere. So, I can't really go into the depths and understand what's happening inside of the app, basically.
Is this new? Like, Remix was recently introduced?
Yeah. Actually, in this week itself, it just launched this Wednesday, I
Okay.
think. So it's pretty new.
And that's why the documentation is not like.
Yeah, it's not great. They don't even have search here, actually.
Yes.
So you can't search, but I mean, even Next.js isn't the best, and I think they have gotten better over the years, but at least they have search here, right? So I can search for SEO or something like that. So yeah, all right. I guess so. I think this is a good time to stop. So that was Remix.Run. You guys can also try it out at Remix.Run, I guess. So yeah.